Hey, what is up guys, welcome to Top Best HD, time for an audio upgrade. A great portable speaker is more than just roadworthy, it needs to sound pretty damn good wherever you go. It needs to put out clear and crisp audio, with enough battery life to make it through the day. These are the best ones you can buy right now. First thing first, if you're in the market for a Bluetooth speaker, one brand tends to come up more often than others. JBL has options at basically every price point, but for the price one of their best speakers has always been the Charge series. At first look, the JBL Charge 5 are similar in size comparing to the older Charge 4. However, the logo on its front is much bigger and looks slightly different than its predecessor. The Charge 5 comes in 6 different color variants you can choose from. This speaker has an impressive build quality. It's rated IP67 for dust and water resistance. It's made of materials that feel solid, and there are also 2 bass radiators on either side of the speaker. On its rear, there's a USB-A port in a sealed compartment and a Type-C charging port. Physical controls remain the same with slightly raised buttons on top of the speaker. There are buttons to control playback, volume, power, Bluetooth pairing, and party boost. In terms of technical specs, the Charge 5 includes Bluetooth 5.1. It's come with an official 20-hour battery life, with a 7,500 mAh battery capacity. However, it drops support for the 3.5mm AUX jack from the JBL Charge 4, which is a bummer for some who have legacy devices they want to hook up. Featuring the Party Boost mode, which allows you to pair a second JBL speaker to either amplify music or use as a stereo pair. The Charge 5 delivers very good sound for a speaker its size, with easy-to-hear vocals and impressive bass. It sounds more balanced than the Charge 4. Overall, the sound quality of the Charge 5 hasn't changed much from the Charge 4. There's an additional tweeter in the Charge 5 that helps with overall clarity, and bass is slightly more impactful than the Charge 4. The JBL Charge 5 is a very good Bluetooth speaker. It might not have smart features, but if you want a durable and powerful Bluetooth speaker for a range of situations that'll happily go anywhere with you, then the JBL Charge 5 is a great option. You can grab the JBL Charge 5 around $180. But if the near $180 price tag of the JBL Charge 5 scares you, I'd recommend looking at the older JBL Charge 4. This speaker comes with an AUX port, which may actually make it a more attractive option for some people. Second one that I would recommend is the Sonos Move. The Move is a milestone product for Sonos, a 17-year-old independent company that sells popular wireless home audio products. The Sonos Move design and built very much in the style of previous Sonos models. You've a black speaker with a metal front grille, with playback control buttons along the top. Around the rear you'll find a power button, a Bluetooth/Wi-Fi toggle button, and a multi-room pairing button. It has an IP56 weatherproof build, and the company claims it's shockproof too. As a portable product, it's been vigorously tested for durability. Sonos also claims that it can withstand extremes of cold and heat, so whether your party is in the desert or the middle of a snowstorm, the Sonos Move should have you covered. However, this portable speaker is not small. It's wider and taller than the Sonos One, and it weighs a hefty 3 kilograms, so you'll need a pretty decent-sized backpack to lug it around. The Sonos Move isn't just a speaker, it's also got 2 smart assistants built right, and you can select between Alexa and Google Assistant, and will work with all manner of connected audio sources, online or stored on a local network. Unfortunately, it does not feature an AUX input. While its Bluetooth connection works well and gives you the option to stream over SBC or AAC, but it won't sound as good as Wi-Fi streaming. For Wi-Fi, antennas sit dotted around the base of the Move, with the Bluetooth module situated on top to give the best coverage possible. AirPlay 2 is also supported for the Apple device contingent out there. The Move replaces that manual configuration with Auto TruePlay, that lets the speaker automatically tune itself through built-in microphones, which continually adapts the sound for where you are and what you're listening to. The Move's battery life lives up to Sonos' promise of 10 hours on a full charge, and will fully charge in around 2.5 hours. The Sonos Move offers a great sound quality for its size, and the sound is evenly dispersed. It's on the bassy side, which is typical of Sonos speakers, but we see that as a good thing compared to other portables. There's plenty of volume too, which you definitely need when outdoors, and the Move copes well with mid-range, treble, and vocals. And it's incredibly effective at reworking the audio output to suit different environments, thanks to the TruePlay system. While most Sonos speakers operate over Wi-Fi and are meant to be kept inside the home, the Sonos Move can operate over Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The Sonos Move is a solid smart speaker. Being able to transport it around the home and immediate outdoor spaces is useful, but its weight and lack of smarts on Bluetooth mode would discourage me from packing it for a day trip. There aren't many products that get universal recommendations. That isn't really the case for affordable waterproof Bluetooth speakers, the JBL Flip 5. While the Flip 4 has been around for a few years now, we have the JBL Flip 5. Thankfully, the Flip 5 design will allow you to show off its talents almost anywhere. Coming in just half a kilo, the Flip 5 can be easily carried in a hand, slipped into a bag so you can bring it everywhere without hurting your back. And you want your speaker color to reflect your personality, the Flip 5 has you covered. It comes in 12 color options, and you can design your own for an extra $30. Minimal controls on the device. Buttons for play and pause, volume and party boost to link to another JBL speaker, along with a power button, Bluetooth pairing, and USB-C port for charging. An LED strip shows the battery level. It's wrapped by a durable fabric material that gives it an IPX7 rating, means it can be immersed in water up to a meter deep for a maximum of 30 minutes. JBL has decided not to equip the Flip 5 with an AUX socket that had been in previous Flip 4, so you can only connect wirelessly. It uses Bluetooth 4.2 instead of the latest standard 5.0, that didn't affect performance, but it does mean missing out on faster data speeds and a staggering wireless range of 240 meters. What JBL has improved with the Flip 5 is the speed of charging. A full charge, which JBL claims 12 hours of playback, takes less than 2.5 rather than 3.5 hours. The Flip 5 has overall very good sound, with impressive bass for a speaker its size. Compared to the Flip 4, the Flip 5 has more bass and spreads the sound slightly wider thanks to a greater 20-watt power output and newly engineered, racetrack-shaped 44mm driver with an increased cone area for greater sonic amplification. The Flip has been one of the best-sounding budget portable Bluetooth speakers. It combines an easy-to-carry design with better-than-average bass. This version costs about $120, a bit more than the Flip 4. If you have a Flip 4, you probably don't need to upgrade. The biggest difference is the number of colors you can choose from, and USB-C charging. If you're debating between the Flip 5 and the Boom 3, the choice comes down to portability versus sound. The Flip 5 is a little more portable, while the Boom 3 sounds a little better overall. You'll be happy either way. The next one, if you want to have an ultimate party speaker, get the UE Hyperboom. The first thing you should know is, this thing is big, it's not cheap, nor is it light, but the Hyperboom packs some serious punch, and it looks and sounds more like a real speaker. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom is a tall speaker that's meant to sit vertically. It comes in an all-black design that can blend in easily with most home decor. It's wrapped in a tight fabric with plastic on the top and bottom. At 5.9 kilograms, it pushes the limits of the term portable, but it's still pretty light considering its size. Although the large handle does at least make it easier to cart around. With simple controls for connection, the giant plus and minus signs that the company is known for, and track control up top, mesh fabric cover, and a rubberized flap to hide and protect a USB port, 3.5mm AUX and optical inputs and power input. The result is something that will fit neatly into any home audio setup, belying its skills as an outdoor speaker. The overall impression of the UE Hyperboom is that it's very solid, and it will probably withstand being transported and used in different environments without being damaged. Ultimate Ears promises a hefty 24 hours of battery from a single charge, which takes about 2.5 hours when using the bundled power adapter. It allows you to pair two Bluetooth devices at once and switch seamlessly between them, preventing awkward silences when one party DJ takes over from another. Hyperboom is only equipped with Bluetooth and not Wi-Fi connectivity. This may seem a little limited to some. You can control every aspect of the speaker entirely from the Boom app. Plus, you get a few extra features like EQ, and the ability to connect multiple UE speakers together via the Party Up feature. The Hyperboom is splash and dust resistant with an IPX4 rating, but try not to submerge the speaker as doing so will fry the internals. And an integrated microphone automatically reads the environment and calibrates the sound to fill any space, indoors or outdoors. The most positive thing about the Ultimate Ears Hyperboom is that it boasts a strong audio performance. The Hyperboom really lives up to its name when it comes to volume level. It simply plays your music really loud, and has no problem filling a large living room or garden with party music. Its big bass is balanced nicely with treble and mid-range. Only the Sonos Move, with slightly better bass and vocal performance, beats it in sound quality for portable speakers. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom is good for music. This speaker has balanced mid and treble ranges that can reproduce clear and accurate vocals and lead instruments. It gets really loud without a lot of compression too. The Hyperboom is a great speaker that fills a niche perfectly, but that comes at a cost of $399. For the same price you can get the Sonos Move, which sounds slightly better and is definitely smaller, but the Move isn't as loud and only has 11 hours of battery life. Whether the Hyperboom is the right portable Bluetooth speaker for you depends on how you plan to use it and if you can afford it. Because of its sound quality, the Hyperboom is perfect for being a main speaker in your kitchen or living room, and you can move it around with you as needed. But if you need something that's light and easy to stash, maybe the Hyperboom isn't for you. The last one I would recommend is the Anker Soundcore Flare 2. Anker might have earned a reputation as one of the most reliable portable battery brands around, but it can also offer a lot more than this. It's portable, it's waterproof, and it can produce an LED light show that syncs with whatever you're listening to, and it isn't affordable. This IPX7 speaker comes with the same 360-degree immersive sound, a new light show, and countless other features to make it stand out. The Anker Soundcore Flare 2 is a fairly small speaker with a cylindrical shape. It's meant to sit vertically, and there's a tight fabric wrapping around it. There are light rings on the top and bottom of the speaker, and you can turn them off if you prefer. There's a covered USB slot for charging, although there is no AUX socket, which is a bit of a shame. With IPX7 that means you can submerge it in a pool of up to 1 meter. So it can definitely withstand rain or poolside splashes. Just make sure the USB-C charging port cover is closed tight. The Anker Soundcore Flare 2's controls are very good. On the top of the speaker, controls for power, volume up and down, a central multifunction button for playback, track navigation, voice assistant control, and call management, and a button that switches through the various LED light show modes. Additionally, voice assistant control and call management options are built in thanks to the presence of a microphone. Anker estimates battery life to be 12 hours, but your results will vary with your volume levels. The performance is surprisingly good, with a 360-degree array that fills any room with an amazing experience. You can even adjust bass as you go by hitting a button on the device. The bass up feature is a nice way to get more bass out of the speaker quickly, and it isn't overwhelming. However, those looking for more bass response will want to step up to a larger speaker like the JBL Charge or JBL Flip series. What's not to like about a waterproof speaker that has programmable, beats-driven LED lights for just $80? The audio performance isn't mind-blowing, but for the price, the bass depth is decent enough and the speaker gets quite loud, offering room-filling sound at a price that won't break the bank. The Flare 2 sports powerful dual drivers and passive radiators, outputting 20 W of sound with improved clarity and bass response compared to its predecessor. With an upgraded IPX7 rating, coupled with a dual LED halo on the top and bottom, your speaker can set the tone for your party. Alright guys, that'll wrap it up for this video. Again, if you want to check out these items, I have it all listed for you in the description down below. And if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up, show your support, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. See you in the next video.